Nahe no mahesiko. Ego nahe no fakani so. Samika yehona. Aye homa haye kona shada vonika. Dani mina. Good morning, everybody. This is Humam Abdulmalik, the gracious servant of Blackanized Report, your host of this live broadcast around the world. Cater for motivation and stimulation of all Black people on the planet. I don't have anything against the other ethnic groups, but it seems like they got a problem with us and don't want to see us be where we need to be, because they always attacking us on different levels. And the level here in America is through every evidence of them doing it is through every endeavor of our livelihood. We got broadcasts of it from Flint, Michigan. We got eyesight of it, of the chemtrails in the air. We got demonstration of it in our school systems, in our food system, in our spiritual system, in our culture, and everything. I feel today, as I be in my attire today, because the gratitude that I feel for my ancestors and the Creator, the things that have been happening to me are not of a financial greatness or materialistic greatness. Little minute things that touch my heart and make me, be so sensitive. But I be saying that this is by divine decree and it's happening to me. And so I want the Lord to know and my ancestors to know that my gratitude is so great. My energy and the spirit, the divine spirit that y'all have placed in me, my Creator has placed in me through opening that perception of the pineal gland through the melanin and gave me that divine energy that came in me and the flora that went with it and everything. And now I be in this now, in this moment, as a true divine spiritual Black man. And you see, nobody can change that in my mind where my gold and diamonds be, because I'm an alchemist. I'm a shaman. I'm a voodoo priest. I'm a warlock, a witch doctor, a medicine man. Everything that I am is because we are Ubuntu. They tell us to don't practice those things. Even talk about 666 Antichrist. But if you look in it, then you know you don't want to spend your money at that price. Mental deception that they try to give us. See, we're supposed to have mental elevation and altitude to develop our attitude in a spiritual, divine manner. You just don't know my gratitude for what's been happening to me spiritually. I mean, little things like, okay, I'll give you for instance. I went down to the DMV yesterday. My number was 825. I was waiting. I had to go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom and came back and I asked the lady, did they call me a number? They said, yeah. She said, this way right there. And when you see nobody up here, just come up here. So when that occurred, then I thought I was, finished and get ready to come home. She said, no, you can't pay for the ticket. You got to go over there on LaFont Plaza. I said, oh, man. So I went outside. I was on East Capitol and Benning Road, so the subway was right there, and there's a straight shot to LaFont Plaza. I get off the subway, and then I was asking people where LaFont Plaza, and the brother said, I just came from there, and I had this ticket, and gave me a long conversation, and I was trying to get from there, get back over there so I could go deal with my uh, tax refund. You know, I had to be somewhere else. So when I got to the other place, the other LaFont Plaza, DMV, I meet two people that, you know, I ain't seen in a while from the old school. I mean, from the old school when we grew up living like children and didn't have to worry about dying. We thought about, I ain't gonna make it to 20, I ain't gonna make it to 25, but that wasn't the real reality because we always use our hand. But today, you might not have a adolescent getting out of adolescence, a stray bullet or something. And then that 10-year-old or 12-year-old may not make it to 15-year-old. Then that 15 or 16-year-old may not make it to 20-year-old. That 20-year-old may not make it to 25, and the 25 may not make it to 30, and the 30 may not make it to 40. I mean, 35 or 40 or whatever, and they don't become elders. And the thing about it, their grandmothers and their mothers burying them when it's supposed to be the other way around. But this is what we're going through in Ward 8, or DC, or the whole DC District of Columbia. And it really hurts, man. It hurts because it's affecting us, man. But let me get back to my storyline. So when I go in there and I see, meet these two brothers that I see, right? So I go in the DMV and this beautiful, I mean, black melanated sister was in looking so beautiful. I had to tell her, you know, the blacker the bird, the sweeter the juice, but your melanin make you be all that you are in the beauty of the divine essence. And she gave me the number. I said 25. No, what was the number? Yeah, because it was A24 over there. Then this was A25. A24 over on Benning Road, A25 at LaFont Plaza, right? Well, here you go. Soon as she gave me the number and I just turned around, they said A25. Just like that, man. So I'm saying that's by divine decree. So I walked over there to the counter and stuff and was telling the brother how my gratitude, my feeling towards the Lord and my ancestors and all that. Then he was saying, man, he was smiling and all that. Then I said, bro, what's your name? Guess what his name? I know you can't guess. This brother said Moses. And that tripped me out because I'm in this divine, spiritual forward that I'm going through. All these things happen to me by divine decree. And then he said Moses. I said, oh Lord, I had to run over there and run back over to the counter, man. And just like now, since I mentioned that, I had this outfit, my staff, right? One what they call it, summer nights or whatever they have up on Martin Luther King. I was standing there, right? But I took a picture, you know, and looked like whatever they call me. People was calling me Jesus and Moses and all that. But my name is Humam Abdulmalik. The energy that went in me may be that of Hebrew, not Jesus, because Jesus is a fallacy, because the J didn't come out until 15 or 1600. But I can be and I am anointed in the light of Christ, because Christ is nothing but a title. And I have been anointed by my Lord. I'm an emissary of my Lord. I'm carrying out a divine mission placed before in my lap through the annals of my ancestors and my Lord. And I'm carrying it out to the fullest on this 63rd revolution around the sun. It don't make no difference of my age because I'm forever young. And I'm looking for solutions, not to be part of the pollutions and the ulterior goals and this and all that, stealing souls and giving misdirection and all that. We have to do eternal purification of our temple. That's what we got to do with our youth, and have them ask themselves their own questions of playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun. We got to let them know that they're being socially engineered to be what they call thugs and gangsters, and all walking around with their pants all that. But I seen the dude, he was all black and all that, and then he had his pants all because he got black drawers on. I'm telling you, when we came up, we weren't like that. We had sports coat, lizards, bass, Squeezians, and sander belts and turtlenecks and all that. And we represented as men, man, not no young kids, immature and all that. And I ain't saying nothing about you because everybody got to go through their seasons, right? But y'all seasons is being manipulated by those on the high echelon, our natural enemies, and y'all don't even know it, man. Y'all killing each other, and these Negro pins selling their soul, living the life of Raleigh, and all these people with all this money and don't want to pool their resources because they don't want to lose their sponsorship from those who paid them the money, but they got enough money that Oprah a billionaire. What's she worrying about losing something for? What about Ty Pearlie? I mean, they can make all the movie industries their own production and show our movies. They can show a full-fledged black movie on the Bible like them Europeans did and lied about everything and had us nowhere in there but only as slaves and had them in the positions of the prophets and all that and know it's a lie. But that's what they do. But it seemed like y'all scared to do that. Only one was Michael Jackson. He was going to do it, but they said he couldn't, so he made a video out of it. That's what we got to do. We got to come black to our blackness and take over the world. We got to go back and put the matriarchic queen in the position of manifesting dreams into reality like it was once before they lied and talking about Adam and Eve and that the woman committed the first sin by giving Adam the apple. Now everybody's in sin, born in sin. But it ain't nothing but a fallacy, and you let that be part of your reality. As religion is nothing but a social anomaly that they use in their army, you see, to divide and conquer us, you know, because we are their natural foe. See, we are the original human beings on this planet. They are kind of man, humankind, not humankind, but kind of man and woman. You come out the caves of Europe, the Caucasus Mountains, and then you got these people over there in Jerusalem acting like they're Jews, but they ain't not. They are called the Caucasus tribe. The tribe? Caucasus tribe, not Caucasus, Caucasus. Anyway, you know, I get tongue twisted, but I'll look it up and then I'll say it correctly. But what I want to tell you is that they're not true. They're not true. They don't have truth. They don't deal with truth. They deal with deception. They deal with lies and they deal with hypocrisy and all that. And they got us following them in this. They say democracy, but it's really mockery. They mocking us because they know who we are. And then they talk about taking America back to when it was great. Mega and all that bull crap. You got Negro Kings putting on red hats and red sweatshirts, talking about I trust in Trump. It ain't about Trump. Trump is just the one that's doing what he's doing now. Some people say he's fighting against the Cardinal States, and we don't even know what the Cardinal States is. You got to look that up too. It's like in DC flag, them 3 stars. One is the militaristic of DC. One is the financial of London, and the other one is the religion of the Vatican. The Vatican, what are they? Pedophiles and homosexuals and rapists of them nuns over there. What is London? London bridges might be falling down, but it's like the Queen of England. All that is together, and like with the Rothschilds and all that. And then you come to America. That's the Corporation of England. And like, what her name, Eleanor Norton Holmes, she almost gave it up the other day when we was in a meeting. She said, city-state. Look up what city-state is. It means it's a sovereign entity within the United States or whatever country or whatever, just like the Vatican is a city-state. Just like that place over there in London where all the money at. That's a city-state, and D.C. is a city-state. And we got to know that because we at war. We at spiritual war. We had spiritual war, economical war, we had academic war, we had culture war, and it's a subtle war that we've been under attack. And now young brothers are the ones that they're really trying to take off the map all over the country. And we're not doing it to ourselves only. They sneaking in and doing stuff. Like in Chicago, man, all them people dying every year. Come on, man. I don't believe it. Then they showed something on Facebook where they got some Europeans putting on black outfits like they're Mission Impossible and sneaking in there doing whatever they doing. See, but we ain't doing nothing. We just trying to be all right and be part of the system and they lynching us, and they shooting us down, and we ain't doing nothing. We ain't unifying. I ain't gonna say we not unifying, but we need to do a more prevalent movement of unification. I'm talking about as far as this religion go, Islam, Christianity, and wherever we in as a people, if we still like this in our religions, then it don't make no sense. We got to be like this and we got to be like this in the religion, because we're the majority in every religion. We're the majority in Islam, and we're the majority in Christianity and in Judaism or whatever. But that's why we got to come together, because this is the only thing that you can't change. And this is the only thing that God, the creator, I say God because that's what how we accept this name of this energy, this undefinable, undiscernible energy, this intelligent, this powerful, all powerful, omnipresent, but it's in us, it's in our temple. And that's what we got to know. And we got to not believe, but we got to know. We got to study in the esoteric and in the arcane circles, and we gotta just tap into who we are, because our ancestors say know thyself. And when you go into your temple, when you understand the inner verse, so you can have a profound effect upon the universe, and then we can come back in that one verse and take back over the globe and put our sisters back in control. Nothing less of that is going to be sufficient, because all these European countries, like they went to the Berlin Conference and they split up Africa. You even got the Chinese now going in Africa trying to colonize the land. And you talking about, why you always just talking about black people? You a racist. No, I'm a race man. And I always talk about John Brown and anybody like him can come and get down. But the rest of them, like some Negro pins and them agent provocateurs, I don't care nothing about them. I'm talking about of us. I don't care nothing about them because they betrayed the cause, and they'll betray you and get you killed. This for what? To be in a better position? There's no better position. They trying to kill us off with the water, with the chemtrails, with the GMO foods, miseducating of us. And it just so happens some of the parents in the homes teach their children how to read and how to have manners and this and that, and go through the rites of passage. That's what we got to do as a divine people. We got to get back in alignment with who we are as a black natural man and woman, the first creation from the divine nation, or the first part of creation that came through the creator, through the process of creation, that how it created us, bringing us in this world through woman, not man. No woman can came. If a woman came through a man's rib, and what, they had 3 ribs, they took the rib out and we got 2 ribs. We had 3 ribs. Come on, man, it's plain and simple. All we gotta do is refer to the temple and be in the temple and know it. In the frontal lobe is where the energy of the creator is there. And when you open, is right here, the frontal lobe, and then you got the third eye that give you that the clarity of the divine nature of not only yourself, but you can be in a divine environment in this space, in this physical space. I'm trying to get to where I can walk through realms and dimensions and be right here, not when I dissipate, my body dissipate. I want to be able to do it now while I'm alive and the breath of life is in me. I want to be that powerful for my Lord because of the things I might have to do, going down a rabbit hole and doing all that. See, I ain't gonna never sell my soul. I can't do it. It's against my natural qualities. It's against me naturally. I could never do that. I've always been where I straddle the fence. I have to admit that. That's why I can talk to my youth. I've been where they at. But look at me now. Look at me now. Some people say, man, he looked like a holy man. Some people say he looked like Jesus or Moses in the man. Now, no, I'm Humam Abdulmalik. This in my spirit, my ancestors, all my ancestors are in me. That's what my ancestors told me. They say, know thyself. And when I look at my temple and I reflect, I meditate and not medicate. You know, I don't do drugs or none of that. I mean, I don't even smoke herb, but herb is good for you because it's a herb. But I don't even do that now. Sometimes I want to, but I say no, because I ain't been doing it for so long. Only thing I got to work on now to cover all my vices is my vulgar language sometimes. When I stop that, then I know that I have accomplished a holistic thing, that everything that I was doing that's a vice, I have deficed and defeated it. But my thing is I'm a master student. So I'm a master student. So people saying, are you a professor when I be talking to them and this and that? I'm not egotistical, arrogant, or none of that. They say, where you go, where you teach at? And I tell them here, because I'm a streetologist, right? I got a PhD in streetology. And my classroom is anywhere I'm at, because the Lord has opened me up to that. And I just put on this attire because, man, you just don't know my gratitude, man, for the Creator. I just told you one scenario, right? Dude said it was Moses and stuff. And that tripped me out. And then so I catch the subway back over to Benning Road, right? So I'm in there, they give me a number, 854, man. I'm waiting and waiting, doze off and wake up. And this is the reality too. I wake up and I had the thought, my number's 854. When I had that thought, as soon as I had the thought, then some say 854. Y'all just say coincidence. I don't use the word coincidence. I use divine decree, and everything that happened to me, you know, whatever it is, whatever happens is by divine decree on the pathway of my ancestors, so I can continue to see in that light of darkness and the darkness of light and make everything right in my perspective. I have a duty, a specific duty, to be in the mode of deliverance, atonement, and all these things in this moment of my life, of our life, to get away from the toil and strife, to get back to harmony and peace, to defeat this beast, defeat them in every area that they control. Because the fake money ain't nothing. Ain't no diamond and gold back it up. That's why they killed Gaddafi. That's why they killed the other brother, Saddam Hussein. Take their land and take their money and all that, because they couldn't control him no more. They never had control of Gaddafi. Gaddafi, in his country, they call him a tyrant, right? School is free. Medical stuff is free. And when people get married, they got 50,000 in a house. Have America ever done that? But America say they want to go back when America was great. They want to go back with their Jim Crow laws and their black laws and all that. But never no more. Never no more. See, the Jews say that quote, but we are real with that quote. Y'all getting away with a little hangings here and there and a little shooting and choking out here and there. But it's only going to be for a moment until you see us rise up in a united effort. But we ain't going to be like, you know, with a lot of weapons. It's going to be energetic. It's going to be the sunlight and all that. When whatever we have to do, we going to do, we will do, because we are not caught up in the quagmire, deceptive maze that they created any longer. We are not. We know the truth, and we got to live by the truth. And those that don't want to live by the truth, the Negro pins and the Asian provocateurs, stay on your side. You're not on our side. We don't take people to betray our cause and betray our divine commitment to our Lord. I don't care what religion you practice. I don't care at all. As I said, the religion divide and conquers. We got some good talkers and this and that in all religion. I got a man, I'm telling you, I'm a good talker, but I don't talk about that no more because my eyes are open. These physical eyes are closed. My spiritual eyes open now. And so by my spiritual eye being open, and I went in my inner chamber of the pyramid of my mind, and then I dealt with the divine essence in my frontal lobe. You know, you got 4 parts of your brain. You got an animalistic, a mammal, then you got the cortex, and then the next one is the frontal lobe, and the frontal lobe is where the divine essence is. And that's why you say you're in the temple and all this energy from the Lord is in you. And from the the source. The source is out of us, all around us, the universe, but in the universe, the source is in us too also. We got to know that, not believe it. We got to know it. We ain't got to have faith about it and all that. We got to know it. It got to be some knowledge that we can show it, put our hand on tangible things, you know, and don't be listening to these lanes, man. Be trying to just get your money, man. Like the dude talking about the Lord told him, or God told him he needed $10 million to get a Learjet. And his congregation, you know, went with that. That is crazy. I'd rather have, what his name, Ike, what his name? Reverend Ike. I wish Reverend Ike he was more. I listened to him, but I didn't know what I see now and what I hear now, because he was dealing with metaphysics. He's dealing with things like Phil Valentine and, you know, all those people that, you know, open up to the divine and deal with from a comedic perspective. They went black beyond the timeline that they stopped at. See, they don't want us to go past that timeline. You're right. And then like in hollow earth or whatever, they don't want us to go there and there because they know that's ours. That's our mind. They don't want us to go in our mind because they know when we do, it's divine. The divine essence of our being resides in us, in our temple. And we got to bless me for that sneeze because it could have knocked me to my knees. And as my Muslim brothers say, my heart stopped and I could have died. But that's why I used to say alhamdulillah, but I say, excuse me for the sneeze. But the thing is, we got to be in reality, and our reality have to be, we have to be productive. We always have to be moving forward in a divine way, a loving and healing way. We can't just be like our children, right? Our black seeds keep on growing, right? They can't stop it. But we got to cultivate the seeds. You can't plant the seed, then leave the seed. You got to plant the seed and be there with the seed barrier that when the flow of life come through the canal of life, that sister, you got to be there and support her as the husband because you planted the seed in her fertile soul. And then you got to come in, you got to go through all that toil, and it's not strife and all that. You should be your wife in the spiritual context, in a common law context, or you get married or whatever, but y'all deal with that seed and cultivate that seed, give it that seed discipline, mannerism, thoughts of self-control, thoughts of critical thinking skills and all that. And when you send them to those educational systems, you educate them also on their culture and spirituality of who they are in reality. We are indignant. I mean, oh man, come on, slow down. We are here, the indigenous of this country. I still messed the word up. Don't even worry about it. We are the Native Americans of this country, dude. And we also the Africans of Akabu land. We got to let them know who we are and where we come from and what we done on the planet. See, we can't just give them the history that those Europeans gave us and told us that we were slaves and all that and how they assassinate us. We got to tell them that we built pyramids. We looked at the Sirius star without a telescope. We had the biggest libraries on the planet. We had federations, land map. We had 500 tribes before they got here, and that's where they stole the Emancipation Proclamation. No, not the Emancipation Proclamation, the Constitution from. The 500 tribes, we had all that before they got here, but that's what they do. They steal and flagorize. What is the word? Indigenous. That's right, indigenous. I get tongue-tied. I humbly apologize, but I can't help it. I ain't Moses, you know, because Moses did that. I ain't even going to say that. I'm just Humam Abdulmalik, a spiritual warrior. A spiritual warrior that I am the emissary of my Lord. I just feel like putting this on today to show my gratitude for the Lord, for my Lord. I'm going to give you another example. I went to visit a deacon in the hospital the other day. I walk in the hospital room. There's one gentleman right here. I just speak to him and walk past, right? So I'm talking to the deacon. I'm talking to the deacon for a while. Then some just say, man, I asked the dude where you from. I say, hey, bro, where you from? He said, man, I'm up from uptown. I said, from uptown where? He said, W Street. Soon as he said W Street, I said, Michael G. He said, Fish. Just like that. You gonna tell me that ain't divine decree? Oh, I need some water. I thought I had some water. Oh, there you go, right there. Excuse me. To me, that's divine decree because, you know, how did I just go to Michael G all of a sudden? He just said W Street. You know, he made it. And he didn't look like Michael G that I knew he was little. It looked like a little, but he was in the hospital bed. It just looked bigger and all that. But it's the energy, the divine energy, you know, not only that, here goes some other things that I do. This, I believe, my energy, intuition, divine energy. Here accent. I said, where you, brother? Where you from, brother? Cameroon? He said, yeah. Well, where you from, brother? Nigeria? Yeah. Or where you from? El Salvador? Yeah. How can I just do that like that if it ain't by divine decree? See, I gave my soul, I sold my soul to the Creator in the abode of harmony and peace to establish it from the information from the East while we be in the West. Trying to pass this test of staying alive, because if we don't, we got to go through all this jive of this Eurocentric lie. And some of us just love the European more than we love ourselves. But there's no greater love than black love. And all the black magic and juju and all that type of stuff that we do as a people, even our dance and our singing, we got so much harmony and peace. But I'm just so full of gratitude, man. Y'all just don't know, man. just don't know. The Lord is guiding me through this, has guided me through the deceptive quagmire, deceptive maze that the European had created. I'm through that now. I can go in and out of that without problem. I can get on the carousel of life without problem and stop going in circles, or the gerbil wheel and stop turning, or chasing my tail like I was a dog. See, they can't wag the dog with me because I don't trust them, you see. But I don't care if they, whatever alphabet clan or anybody from the alphabet clan that they may send, don't make no problem. I mean, don't make no different to me, because I know that the Lord protects me. My Lord and my ancestors protect me. And if I'm not protected, then it's just my time to dissipate from this body, this vehicle, and go totally in the spiritual, energetic wheel of quantum life, or quantum health, or quantum in the divine arena of the energy in another dimension or a realm. It doesn't make me no different. If I'm there or here, I'm going to be against this non-human being, this Nagathol troglodyte, that we must fight. A spiritual fight, a financial fight, agricultural fight and all that, because their fight is subtle and they don't want us to know, but they smile at us and have us sharecropping and clock, and then like they just did the other day and had people all to work for what, 2 or 3 months or whatever it was, and those people had to pay bills, and they was at the top of in the top of the house or the top of the fields. They was making a little pretty penny, but they probably get it back or whatever. But to do that, to take your power, to do that to the people because you're mad, it's like you venting like the dude that can't play. You can't play that good, so nobody choose you. So you want to take your basketball. They build a fence, and then they got the barbed wire on the outside. Would they try and keep us in, or they trying to keep them out? What is the real reality? We already know that FEMA got big cats is 10 by 7 and all that down in like where they say they got that stuff down North Carolina and all that. Then they got all these Walmarts that they closed down, got them ready for holding places and all that. We don't know what they're trying to do, but then we know this K2 had people, and is another drug, but I forgot the name of it. They have people preparing people to be like zombies, man, preparing you mentally. And like what you see in the commercials in the liquor store, they talk about zombies now. So they preparing you for that, man. So we got to be ready for anything. Those of us who are of a spiritual nature, the divine nature, or whatever we practice in spirituality. I ain't saying religion, because religion is man-made, but uh, we have to be prepared. We got to be the vanguard, the middle guard, and the rear guard, and we have to worship what we call God, or an energy that they call God. And we got to do that. We definitely got to do that. We got to be real for doing it, because we in the killing field, and that's real. They got our youth killing each other and ain't even mindful, man, that they ain't even making it to 30 years old, most of them. And then some get killed by accident. Ain't even making it past to 15, man. That's our backbone and our strength, man. We got to make them realize what's going on so they'll stop following the lies and get on the side of the truth. I don't care. You can practice any religion. I don't. I've been through it. I've been an imam twice. I got saved and baptized. But the reality to me is this here. And the reason I say that, because they don't take you back or black in the timeline. They don't even go back a million years where they talk about Lucy. They're going to tell you something, then they don't go back there. They don't tell you about the twa or the pygmy being the first on the planet. But they'll tell you when they take over the land, like they killed the Aborigines in Australia, like they tried to kill us over here, the Aborigines in America. See, I got the word back, right? Then they tried to do the same thing in Africa, man, with the Berlin Conference, and when they met at Jekyll Island for the Federal Reserve, and how they're going to deal with the money system, and you know, the Rothschilds and the Mellons and all DuPonts and all of them, they got together in the 13 families, along with the Queen of England and the Vatican, the homosexuals over there, and then London, where they deal with the money, and that's where they took all the gold and silver from America in 1930 something. But the promissory note, fiat money that we be dying over, going to work over, it's just like we've been hypnotized, and we still don't realize that the money is worthless, but they got us, man. They got us, and they're getting ready to change that over to something else. Then they're trying to go put a chip in our hand or whatever to say, so you can deal with your identification, know where you're at, GPS, and how you can buy open your door and buy your food and all that. Some people say it's the mark of the beast, but it ain't the mark of the beast. It's the mark of identification, because what they say the mark of the beast is 3 6s. I said it then and I'll say it now. Ain't nothing but proton, neutron, and electron. That's what they is, elements. And so we have to be in our in our element of divine understanding, in the chamber and temples of our temple, in the divine energy that's in our temple, in the chambers of pyramid of our mind, so that we can be on the divine forefront. See, when we be in that environment, the Lord protect us and our ancestors. I'm telling you, man, I feel nothing. I fear nothing. Yea, that I walk through the valley of death. They talking about what they say. They say something about, I walk through the valley of death. I shall, something about, they don't want their Lord with. I want my Lord with me, in me, beside me, guiding me, and all that. The Lord I shall not want. But no, it's the Lord I shall want. The Lord that I became because of the energy that's in me, by divine decree on the pathway of my ancestors. So I can see not with these physical eyes, but with my first and third eye. And see, I don't lie or, steal and all that, man. I have, and I will if I have to. And all the things that I've done before, I'll do them again if I have to, if it's for a divine purpose, not for a selfish purpose. If it's for the purpose of uplifting my people, saving my youth in the community, then I will do it. So I ain't gonna talk like I always talk. I know I be talking like I be trying to motivate and stimulate, but today is just to show my gratitude to the Lord, man. I swear, y'all just don't know. I just gave y'all a couple of examples, man, but it be more than that. Things just be happening, but I be saying, man, God, dog. It don't scare me, but it just say, man, that is strange, man, for things to be happening, just fall in my lap. It ain't like material things or this and that. It's just natural things, man. Pleasing things, thoughts, and meeting, seeing a friend you ain't seen in years, or all these little minute things that are great things, really. So, in my gratitude has developed my altitude. When I journey in my astral traveling light years away and come back into this reality with some facts from my ancestors and my creator that has parlayed it in my thoughts and my imagination and maybe my fantasy, however the communication comes about, I know I'm in a war and I ain't got no problem with it. I just got to get more spiritual, more powerful in my divine essence so that my blessings will be my weapons and my Lord would be my armor and of protection. My ancestor was be my guide and protectors. So with that, I'm going to say Salaam Alaikum, Ashe, Hotep, Ubuntu, and whatever day principle you're going to deal with today, Umoja, Kukachakalia, Ujama, Kuumba, Nia, Imani, any principle that you deal with today would be a great way to deal with it and deal with our people so we can have our people focusing on what we practice so we can create our own system of worship and holidays and all that because we can't parade with them no more using or practicing their holidays and all their lies with Christopher Columbus and what was it, St. Patrick's Day when they killed the pygmies. See, there's always another story behind the line, like April Fool's Day when they killed the Moors over there in Spain, and stuff like that. So if you don't know the other side, then you ride with them. See, I'm not riding with them in religion, nor holidays, customs, or nothing. I am a warrior, a spiritual warrior that accept that fact from my Lord. I sold my soul to my Lord to be just that, an emissary and a warrior for my people, a servant of my people, master student with gratitude. I'm telling you, man, y'all just don't know, but I got to go. I feel I got to do a couple of things and I got to get those done, but I just got to have a roll call because it's always about Black peace, Black power, and Black love. And so with my roll call, I seen my brother Basir Shorty Bama on there, but he ain't say nothing, so I kept on talking or whatever. But we got Chanel Davis Phipps, Basir Shorty Bama, Basir Abdul Kabir, got a boxing team, and he a mentor. The brother's very wise. And consultation and all that and helping to build this Black nation. But he's more Islamically inclined. He a warrior though, revolutionary though. I got Habib Kanan again, met this brother at the American Muslim Council some years ago. He deal with halal. I don't know what he's doing now. We got the brother Harry Thomas online. That's a great thing right there. That's I like when you have those historical iconic figures come online and be there listening. And so that gives me a realistic perspective of myself and the words that I say, because they ain't gonna waste their time and I'm not gonna waste their time. So I want to stimulate their mind also. And we got Marcelo, a DPisa always on, Like, there go my brother Kenneth McIntyre. I ain't even gonna say, you know what I'm gonna say, but I ain't gonna say it. I'm just being patient. But we went to, they say old school. We come from the old school, elementary and junior high. We got Emorage Hotel Rob. We got Chad Hopkins. What's up, brother? I ain't seen you in a couple of days or whatever, but it's always like a mystical parade when you are there in the digital space, looking in, tuning in, and you make my day with your energy. We're gonna talk. We was talking about something. We got to get back in that conversation. As I said, it's about Black love, Black peace, and Black power from the East as we come and deal with all the trials and tribulations of the West, pass this test of life, and take back over the globe. We got to, don't forget to boycott. They say that the brother Kappa now came off big. He went to court, was patient. He won a settlement of 80 million. People say he sold out and this and that. That man wasn't even eating, man. He was making $1 million a year, whatever. And these people try to stop him like they try to stop Muhammad Ali. He did the right thing, and I'm with him 100%. And I'm still boycotting. I'm boycotting the whole world, all racism. The Berlin, I'm boycotting about the Berlin Conference. Do you know what the Berlin Conference is? I'm boycotting about Jekyll Island. You know what that is? One is for the Federal Reserve. The second one I said, Jekyll Island, they met down there, and that's when they put the Federal Reserve together and all that, ripping us off with the RS and all that. And then the other one is the Berlin Conferences. That's where they split up Africa. They ain't got the Chinese over there trying to colonize Africa now. I'm telling you, everybody is against us because they know who we are. That's why we got to know who we are and be that shining star. So with that, I say be blessed until Monday, unless I have a special report on Blackanized Report, motivating, stimulating, by your host, Abdulmalik, the most loving of my people. And that ain't no joke. And with that, I'm going to go. I'm going to fix me some breakfast this morning. Son, I got to go around. What time is it? 8:11. I got to go to this office. They said they was going to call me. Then I got to make another call. I got so much to do, but it ain't nothing. That's my creator. It's showing me the way to make it so easy. Amen. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see y'all Monday, or I might see you before that because I might see you on the street. But anyway, y'all be together in unification. Oh, my fault. We got to deal with boycott. I spoke about that, but we got to go to hashtag Black People's Committed Boycott Ham. And we talk about that. And then we, on the other side of that, we go there, hashtag Black People's Committed Boycott Ham, to talk about entrepreneurship, how we are making the connection among Black people, not Black on Black crime, but Black on Black divine entrepreneurship, wherever we at on the planet, from here to Africa, Akaboo land. And so with that, I'm gone. I be saying I'm gone and I still be talking all the time, but I ain't gonna do it today. I'm gonna say y'all have a blessed day, a blessed weekend. And I can't wait till it get warm. I got some transportation now. I'm gonna move around a little bit. I can do more things now. I gotta catch the bus and this and that, but it wasn't nothing wrong. There I go talking more. Y'all take care. Have a nice day. Love y'all. Love y'all the most because y'all the hosts of true blackness, the divine essence. Peace. Peace. Está, Nicola.